actually really hot in my room right now. I need
There
to
are two
turn the fan
victims
on
this
this
time.
above me. Hang on.
Ibuki Miyota and Hyoko Sayanji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hyoko Sayanji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged
I
tool.
don't think so. You kinda, like, have to
It appears
pull
that death
out.
was
Way to go.
instant.
That is not a... Really?
What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. You know what was missing?
No.
Time of death.
Okay, new theory. I know last time I said Hyoko killed Ibuki. What if Hyoko was trying to save Ibuki and she ran into the camera to like... That's why the camera shut off when Hajime was watching.
Oh, she charged it?
Yeah, and so she was like, she walked in as it was happening and like broke, because the camera and stuff is all broken.
Yeah.
And then she tried to save Ibuki, but she was caught when she crashed into the monitor and stuff.
Interesting. Let's investigate some more.
Okay.
Fihiko.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this.
Ah! Why'd you pull out your wiener?
Look what's in front of the door.
This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken.
That's
What
probably
happened
what was
to it?
holding the door shut.
Someone was playing really hardcore.
Something like that is in front of the door. You think it might be a really big clue?
Oh, did they use the drumstick to try to like...
Why would this be a
bar the
clue?
door? Oh yeah, it was
Handles?
locked.
Remember when we came to the music venue?
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, Fihiko.
It's like soccer
Way
all
ahead of you.
over again.
Really
The door
is,
was
but
locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door.
But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
Huh?
The door is designed to be pushed open, excuse me. And this is the shape of the handle, see? If a stick were used to bar the door here, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening?
You think this drumstick was used to lock the door?
The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that.
Then, how's the killer
Didn't
able to get out?
Maybe the killer's been here all along.
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't have been able to escape outside.
like,
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. No, don't they use tricks like that a lot in the mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. All right, I'm definitely gonna find it. With my big hand. I won't let the killer get away with this.
Killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible. What?
I've listened to the whole story.
Chucky. That was kind of a
Excellent.
cool entrance.
Well,
I've been working on my character development.
stop.
Yeah.
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
See?
Look,
Ew,
there's
what
a
is that?
weird glob where that right and left door touch, see?
what the fuck?
You're right. What is it?
Someone get a-
It's too
Ghostbusters?
firm to think it's rubber.
Yeah,
Like
it's
glue?
blubber. It doesn't look like rubber, but
fucking love flubber, dude.
Why are you putting it in your mouth?
Chucky, no. Oh.
it smells like workshop
Could've been
chemicals.
anything.
Workshop.
And this chewiness. I see. This may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door.
What are you talking about?
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
40 minutes to live.
Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right?
I mean, you can't say she's not
Semi-transparent
dedicated
glob.
to investigation.
Okay.
It's the rope that was tied to the baton lining on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with the rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have used this rope, obtained this rope. And it means it'd be difficult to use it as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Hey! Excuse me, Mikan. Do you have a moment?
What happened?
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
Does Taco Bell still make the grilled cheese burrito?
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the
Awesome.
moment we discovered
I'll
the body.
see you guys in
We might not have
45
seen it,
minutes.
but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope Won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez. As usual, I have no idea what he's up to.
Yeah.
Something
I think he's
fishy
also
about
making
this
the
dude.
implication that it was not the rope.
Yeah.
She was like
Ibuki's
She
body
was
lay atop the stage. She's
being
wearing a hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick.
do whatever you told her to do. So someone told her to do this.
What's this on Ibuki's feet?
Shoes.
I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Maybe Hiyoko was the first person with the bag over her head that we saw going in there. And then she got killed, and then Ibuki walking in there discovered something and then got hung.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay,
Probably
blood
Hiyoko.
on the souls. Okay, Ibuki, what have you been up to?
Damn
Hey,
right.
Hajime, can I talk to you for a second? Do you think Ibuki likes me?
Damn right.
You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right?
Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hint bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
Yes.
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file.
oh
this
yeah.
time. So I wasn't really sure who died first.
It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, that doesn't explain
wonder
Hiyoko's death
if
afterward.
The disease
Two
wore
different
off
deaths happened at the
somehow,
same
like
time.
right after
There's
the
no way
murder
that's
was
a
committed.
coincidence. Hiyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage.
Why is her kimono tied in the front? That has a lot of implications usually when that happens. I don't think she's ever worn it in the front. Usually to wear it in the front is a sign of something kind of adult, which I don't think as a professional traditional dancer she would ever have.
She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it! Who did this?
They wouldn't be able
Nice
to tell by
outburst,
themselves.
Hajime. According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this?
Yeah.
Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the
That
front.
usually is what
Did
prostitutes
the
do
killer do this too?
to get it untied quickly.
But when did the killer kill Hiyoko?
If she tied it herself.
When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see
And it couldn't
Hiyoko's
have been
body
like
there.
just tied
No.
round
If
the
that's
other
the case,
side of the pillar.
Hiyoko was killed.
because of the duct tape.
It must
We'd
have been
see
during
that.
the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible
Yeah,
that
I don't
the
know if
killer
you could
killed
stage
Hiyoko
someone's
and
body
taped her
like
up in
that in
such a
10
short
minutes.
amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambiance to it.
They walked
And it
up
didn't
in
look
a
like this lighting was
bag,
used at all.
dog.
But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
Did they trip the breaker again?
I
with the
see.
freaking-
So you've noticed too, fiend.
Huh? Noticed?
So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item?
Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting.
So you finally noticed.
But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see
There
it!
was no need.
Go, my four dark devas of
Go, your eyes,
destruction!
Golden Hawk Jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction.
A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash.
Why don't we get to see this?
He's quickly moving from my favorite character in this game to one of my favorite characters of all
It started running
time.
around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam.
Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil I wielder.
Wow, that was amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
They are my 4 dark davers of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
Aw.
So what's with that paper?
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed into it.
It was close.
It appears it's nothing useful.
On the contrary.
No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural.
Thank you very much. Scrap of thick paper. I literally have no
Scrap
idea
of
what that's
thick
about yet. But I'm
paper.
sure
Scrap
it will-
of thick
Added
paper.
history section of your handbook.
Oh, why are you in here?
Did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues?
Give us a second.
The tipped-over stepladder on the stage. The duct tape binding Hyoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What's this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
I love you, hand. that picture cracks me up more than anything.
It's just got fucking the reverse shot of the hand. It's got like a little face. It's like, I love you too.
Yeah, it's like Vampire Hunter D. You get me.
I was thinking more like a Steve Oderkirk style, like Thumb Wars kind of thing.
Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, totally.
By the way, Hajime, still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh?
What?
What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
Because he knew that
After
he
you said
knew
that,
the
Nagita
handbag
walked
was
out of my
there.
sight.
Yeah? Oh, hi.
Now then.
How you doing, girl?
I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you
Okay.
win. Sweet. Hey, I'm in it.
No,
All right,
thanks.
cool.
Yes, please.
She was bearable when she was
Hajime,
quiet. It'd be so much
wrong,
better if
you
she was
missed?
still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey,
I've never been sick or hurt before. I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might want to keep wearing it.
Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on.
Well, that's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock.
Oh, really?
It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room. I thought there might be more in the empty ones.
There weren't any gowns?
Yo.
Yeah, that's right. Ibuki died wearing it, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, I'll probably be able to fit in it. Ew,
Hold on,
no,
what
it's
happened to
probably
the
all
gown you
sweaty
were
and
wearing?
gross. You saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. What?
Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Yeah.
Like,
Girl. Oh, no time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap. I gotta get back.
Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Seriously.
What will be here?
What's this? It's pitch black. Can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey, don't turn it on.
Huh? Chucky, are you there?
'Cause if you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing.
What's
Chucky, what
fully
are you up to?
exposed?
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? You gonna
so
poke them out?
Chucky, you mean
Use your
I'm not gonna
fingers.
poke out my
Is this
eyes.
your big invitation to get me up here? Girl, I'm with it.
Troll fail.
Hajime,
No, sir, she's
stop.
finished saying that.
Come on, man.
I heard the dry
What?
sound of curtains being drawn. There's a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little.
A
I
little?
squinted my eyes
A
until I
lot.
started adjusting to the light.
Like Belle when she does that to us.
And I saw Chiaki had
Do you
finished
see what I
opening
see?
the curtain that was
It's a
covering the
black
window.
curtain.
Yeah.
hey, hey.
Were you surprised?
Surprised? I don't get it.
Well, I got it.
Got what?
See? The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they're probably careful about light shining through.
Need it nice and
See?
dark for a
Black
projector.
curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
A black light-blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So,
That's the
is
curtain they
something
were
wrong with
using
it?
in the music venue.
Still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope, I just wanted to mess with you.
Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish?
Why are you so childish?
I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place.
The Wizard of Monomi.
Now, we're gonna have to watch this terrible ass movie, but it looks like it's part of the motive.
Well, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used that movie as their theme.
It's a
I wouldn't know.
plant-based
I haven't
murder.
watched that movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first.
I prefer soy murder
Manager,
myself.
a customer's here.
Did you call me? Yes, did you call me?
Huh? Hajime's the customer?
Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
You said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Sundari Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. We're so devoted to being you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker?
He's like, I know I'm crazy, but
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it!
It's not like I like you or
My
anything.
resistance was in
I'm
vain.
shy, lol.
Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
See, it's this one.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I was probably stupid.
Did we see that before? I don't
You
know
bought
that.
this for
That makes me
$1.5
look
million?
awesome.
You know shit's
In
bad.
the end, he's still gonna watch the
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give one ticket per person, so you only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry. I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Hajime.
That gives us
About
time
that
to talk.
invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you
Jealous of
keep that
Ibuki
safe. Huh? Why? No reason.
I feel like
Just
the
think of
date
it as a
stamp on it is
protective
also
jar.
important.
During
Because
the
it'll
time of
prove that he
Hey, maybe
didn't.
we're gonna have
Alibis
to use
and
this
stuff.
to
That's why he's not the
rebuke some of
killer.
his statement because the bag's
That
missing.
reminds
I
me.
knew it was
That
the
item
bag.
should be on top
Should,
of the counter.
this is where the bags came from, right?
If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, you're interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say it's something that reveals who the killer is.
So the killer bought it. I remember you said that there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
No, it's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
When you buy one bag, you get another free. It's common practice to bait customers with a bonus
wait, so
prize.
there's 2
For
bags.
some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
And Monica
So I think I'm
Two
right.
bags?
I think I'm right with him saying they staged the scene.
bad right now. My voice isn't...
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
It looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right
I
away.
can't wait! I can't wait!
Don't pop a
Your
boner
damn
while
movie
I'm in
after
there.
paying
No, you I don't even know if
$1.5
you're coming with us. I
million
swear to fuck.
Monokuma
It's a
sticker
very
here
nice,
somewhere.
very nice theatre.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduces American audience to tears.
Oh.
The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. It sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please
It's like the
relax and
art
enjoy
style.
the film.
I like that
can't
this movie
wait,
sucks.
buddy.
What do you
Oh,
want?
yeah.
Or something? I don't. I'll be having some of that later today.
Yes.
The Wizard,
Wizard of
Monomi.
Monomi.
I'm excited. I'm gonna sip my tea during this, guys.
2.5D.
2.5D.
Okay.
Okay, so we got
Budget for this film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth
Oh
rates.
wow, wrecked.
Okay.
That sucks.
okay. Look at him and his sticky out belly button.
Now
Oh,
what?
walkie
Oh
dokie.
no.
One day,
Oh.
Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Is that a hind D?
Okay.
Snake, you in there?
That seems
Good
that's
for
awful
him.
bad
and
one,
was
everyone.
whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change.
Oh my god, this is
So he
amazing.
began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires.
Very close
Along
to
the
the Wizard
way,
of Oz.
he met a
Obviously, a
very
take on the
loyal
Wizard of Oz.
group of friends.
Down in front!
Hello.
Monokuma met a
Suddenly, like,
Monami
loudly start opening a
scarecrow
Snickers
who was
bar.
missing a brain.
Big mood.
When he recommended that she commit suicide, the
Oh!
Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
That's
There we go. That's one.
He also met a Monami
Very
lion who was
interesting.
missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Okay.
Okay.
Tied it to a tree.
I don't understand that part.
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her
So
into lumps
somebody,
of iron.
if there was another murder to happen, would be sliced into pieces. Man, that's
After a
so
lot
something.
of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally
lot of
reached the
other
wizard
stuff.
Monami, the great and powerful.
Alright,
love
what's
that they
gonna
made
happen
her
here?
half
One
green.
thing led
That's
to
great.
another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami.
Oh my
Of course he
god.
did.
No.
And
Oh.
in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
What a nice story.
Of course he did.
And then he got to go home.
What happened to the old people?
Yes, perfect.
Oh,
It,
there
it
they
makes
are.
sense.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in
Oh
luxury.
my goodness.
Beautiful
King
story,
Monokuma.
Monokuma. Oh, you directing
And
genius.
he lived happily ever after.
Right.
The
So immediately, there's some magic to bring up.
What a very
Right,
sad
We've got the
fictional
first one,
story.
which is
How
the scarecrow,
strange.
which is Ibuki. Then the line was filled with
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head.
Beg your
Side
fucking
effects.
pardon.
Oh, I get it.
What? No. Did you literally, did you just make, did he just, is he talking about his little Monokuma? Please tell me he's not.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I wasn't prepared for such a joke at this time of morning.
Yeah. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation.
One for each.
I'm too disgusted as well. Even
I
if
just
it
think it was
wasn't
bad,
making
wasn't
a
it?
masturbation
I give
joke.
it 3 stars. That was pretty decent.
How
People are
was
too
it?
harsh critics these days.
Actually, I didn't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah, just like you said, the characters who were killed in that movie match the victims in this
Except
case.
we are missing one, right?
Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
Matches
when the Tin Man
lion's
got
death
chopped
too?
up?
Was it not the tin?
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people.
Oh, right, of
But
course.
it
yeah,
seems
right,
that
right,
wasn't
right. So-
possible.
So
Perhaps the
I
killer
thought
is
the Tin
upset
Man
about that
got
right
cut.
now. Or
And she got cut.
if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true.
Of course.
So weird.
Of
Still
course.
very early
Thank you very
days,
much
but
for
it
that.
looks
And
like-
here
Guys,
we
it
go.
can't be
Class.
Ding Dong
Try
Ding
and
Dong
do
already.
this.
Different
Ding dong,
places,
bing
Monokuma
bong.
I
rock.
didn't get to go in the staff room.
That's
right.
How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's like that one
Wow.
substitute
Trial
teacher
gonna
who's trying to be
start,
cool.
You know?
Yeah.
So, make sure you guys come to
Oh
Monokuma
boy,
Rock
I'm not ready for it.
ASAP.
Maybe it's really just to throw
I'll
off
see
the
you
time of death.
soon. Welcome!
Let's hear it, you guys. Go to class.
Yeah, hold it right there.
Monomy's such a dumb
You're
child.
such a dumb little sister. Sure, a few brain cells.
My brain works just fine.
Does it though? Hey,
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
I see, so you've come to avenge him.
Avenge? That sounds like he died.
Sounds like you say. Whoops.
Anyway.
Anyway, since Nakamura is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Did he fucking kill Nekomaru off screen?
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
I'll fucking kill him!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well, more importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will
Really?
die.
Would he survive if everyone else
Who
failed?
knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you say, fiend?
We'll find out soon enough.
I feel like
Let's
he's
go.
one step ahead of us this
I'm
time.
gonna do it!
All right, Let's hurry up and get it over with.
Yeah, you're right. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her,
really liked Ibuki.
all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away.
Oh wow.
Into mass
I didn't
confusion.
realize you felt that strongly
Kyoko
about her.
Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed.
Yeah. She definitely never
But she was trying
called
to change
anyone a
herself.
toilet clogging
She was desperately
bitch.
trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death.
Well, now they're together?
I was gonna say she's
The
with her
person who killed
now.
those two is among us.
An imposter is among us.
Who will it be? Which
I
son of a gun?
definitely can't believe it.
So
Which one
red
are you?
now.
But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Once I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost.
For our sake.
For our friend's sake.
They're ready, I'm ready.
Here we go.
All right.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of
Pretty
the
sure we
class
get it at this
trial.
point, Monica.
During the
Come
class
on.
trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
We have
I don't
a
mind
point.
starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Me neither.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Alright.
Even if you
What?
do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Yeah, she was kind of out of it.
Your head's empty anyway.
Dude,
Mom's
it's not like you're the
Mom's
freaking
What's wrong with that?
Tell him, Akane.
The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I like that train of thought.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like
With the
that.
trial,
I
those
like
who can't
that.
participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Focus
on the
sequence of events. Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Holy shit.
I woke up at my
The
cottage
voice.
on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the
That's when
hospital
the murder
lobby.
happened is way early in
And
the morning,
then
right?
I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
Something horrible,
a
dog.
video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a
Yeah, I
stepladder.
don't think that was a booty.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story.
This dude, though.
And then what did you do, Hajime?
He's such a simp.
I tried to stop them, of course.
Amazing.
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded. The music
I don't
video.
know.
Yep.
I don't know.
But it was too late.
Oh, Hajime.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
That's another
Or at
good
least,
point.
That's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little
Chiaki's my
relieved
bestie.
because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she
Hajime sounds so
disappeared
much
from our
different when he's
sight.
not screaming. I
After
love it.
I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
Right.
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways.
Various ways.
I'm like Hajime.
I
No.
confuse people. After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I
Yeah.
immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door.
Fucking locked door situation.
That's what makes it
And when that
complicated.
happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
Well, yeah, you were there.
When we removed the
Sure
hint
did.
bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
I'm glad.
Well, it's
Nagito.
clear what
I'm
the
so
problem
glad.
with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Told you it was gonna be all about me.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial
Because
right
we all know,
now.
all right?
And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
Yeah, we
then you
actually
could be
do look
lying
very
as
suspicious,
much as you
right?
want right now, right?
You really think I'm lying,
Yep.
do you?
Why would I lie? Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
He's just
Do you
messing
doubt
with me.
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
With it, bitch.
Come on,
He's just fucking
try to
with
prove
us.
it to
He's
me.
fucking with us.
Prove you're not the killer.
Stop it.
Man, you just want to get in my fucking jeans so bad.
He's so good. Because, I mean, he's right.
Yeah, no, he is. He is right.
He has every reason to do
He's
this.
thinking like the rest of them should be thinking.
Right. Yeah, the invitation ticket.
It's the movie.
The movie ticket.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Only witness.
Why would
True.
Hajime lie?
Thank you, Sonia.
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
No.
Did
Killer of your
Hajime kill
boner.
both of them?
No, I didn't kill anyone.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
That's the one we gotta shoot.
Okay, stand there on the go.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Off a little bit.
Movie ticket,
He even gave me the
Break.
break.
Complete.
Such a dick.
You know that.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Really?
Before the
Come on,
insult,
Hajime,
Hajime had never watched
I'm
that
gonna
movie.
shave your head.
His invitation ticket is proof of that.
As much as I hate to admit it, I love Nagito's influence on things. You know what I mean?
You want to see me sweat?
Each person only received one
I
ticket,
hate this guy.
and they're marked with a stamp that
If you guys could see my face right now, I'm just sipping I'm like Kermit right now. Just sipping
Isn't that right,
fucking tea.
Monokuma?
Jesus.
Shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
No. No mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
I mean, that's
Hold on
also
a
a
sec.
possibility, yeah.
You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Exactly.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Yeah, you know what? It
It
makes
also
sense.
provides a good warm-up.
This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste
Does that
of
hurt your head?
Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. So now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
For Chiaki to be like, oh my god. you
Chiaki
know,
gets some burns in there.
she's good. I love her so much. But for her to be like, I knew it'd be like this, like,
I think it was
Nagito.
like, I think it was the first trial where she was like, Nagito, would you please just be quiet?
oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was just like,
Would you stop?
it's great.
Go, Chiaki, go!
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself,
I
right?
think that's the case.
Again, I don't know that.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed
No, not
suicide.
necessarily.
I mean, she
If
might have done.
Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
His voice is so deep. Coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Alright, I'm just gonna say it right now, but don't say anything. I don't want you a yes or no or anything. This is just what I think. In my mind, did Hiyoko run and go change her kimono in the mirror? Ibuki was wandering around because she was sick. And you know, Hiyoko being as foul-mouthed as she is and just saying whatever, she probably was like, don't look at me, go kill yourself or something. And could it be that simple, though? But there is a killer because somebody killed Hiyoko. That's the part I don't know.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I don't think she was killed during that time. I think she was already dead, and they just placed the body after I came back to further confuse us about the time of death, which was a lot earlier in the day.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
No,
That's
they
why the
definitely
killer
would've did it
stalled
long
for
before
time
that.
by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
I'm glad
The
you
killer
asked.
blocked the venue door from the
It's a
inside
room with a door.
to try and keep us from
It's
entering
been
right
sealed,
away.
so you cannot
However,
enter.
That door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
Right.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
So the killer must have
you're
still been in
absolutely
there.
right.
when
All
we
real
all
confused. Which
barged
means,
in.
when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Okay, so we knew Fuyuko was probably going to be gunning for Sonya.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
I don't think it's
The
either of
others
them.
all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if
Did?
Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Why are you talking like... Huh?
Are you freaking
You're kidding, right? You're not up to
course
something
he's up to
weird,
something
are
weird.
you?
He's acting like he's
Please
him.
stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
That's if we're assuming that the time of death is within that time frame. It could be completely different, like I was suggesting in the earlier videos. I think that Hiyoko could have been killed last night, for instance.
I mean, Fuyuko, you are
Wicked way
correct.
of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
No, I don't think it is the time of day. Not the AC timer, I think. AC timers, where are they?
I'm gonna be really upset if that's it.
AC timer, surveillance. Oh,
There's so much stuff there.
What?
Let's see what they say.
The
Let's see
killer
what they
was
say.
still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Yeah, there we go.
I guess.
That was rolled on drums to make
Great.
it look like that's what happened.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
I guess that could be true.
Yeah, I'm just really curious how the drumstick ended there. Ended
There's
up
a
there, though.
semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Or some
Gum
sort of adhesive.
gummy.
A gummy.
Gummy, obviously.
Probably glue,
Yeah, that's
right?
you tasted it, right?
Yeah.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
They broke the drumstick into the floor and
Had a
glued it.
firm gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe it is
really
not
not.
something one typically
true.
eats.
Yeah.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Which means also that had
more
to be
evidence,
done
though, to be
Together
sure.
with glue, you'd be able to
Does anyone have the rope?
easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
So yeah, how do we explain the
What'd you
drumstick?
say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost
yep.
unnaturally so?
Yeah.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
That's very
Are
smart.
you saying the drumstick was a trap
Oh,
the killer
the
set on
drumstick
purpose?
was never in the door to
Then
begin
I-
with.
Clever play.
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
We all did.
Kill that apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Yeah, please don't.
Tomorrow, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at
Shut up,
all.
Monomi.
So
I
we
don't
should all
agree.
just be during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue. The killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space.
Was Hiyoko
And they also
already
taped
dead?
her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like
What?
me.
Is it all an
Okay.
act? I'm
They
still,
couldn't have done it
now
while
that we know
Haji's
that it was
away
locked
from
from the
you.
outside, Mikan is now.
They must have done it earlier.
Exactly. I think so too,
But when
Nagito.
Hajime got to the
Unfortunately, I
venue,
have to agree with you.
only Ibuki's body was there, right?
According
And when
to
you went back with everyone
Hajime.
else, Hyoko's body was there too, right?
Right.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hyoko was actually
Yeah,
killed earlier.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking she was dead way before.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
I've just got to think, baby.
Great.
Yep. Just got to think.
God.
Hangman's Gambit,
Fuck,
baby.
I hate this
Oh
game.
no.
There we go. It might be wallpaper.
Nailed it.
Wallpaper.
No, your wallpaper. It's not actually wallpaper.
There's so
Is
much
it?
time spent
It's
like waiting for the next letter.
That's scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage
In
room?
the storage room, right? Gotcha. Yeah, the rolls of
In
wallpaper.
the music
I
venue
remember that.
storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was
Yes,
also a
wallpaper.
tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
they don't
right.
That
You
is
overlay the
weird.
scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper. See?
So the
It fits
wallpaper was
perfectly.
over the body, probably.
Does it?
I see.
I get what he's saying.
So
though.
the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
More like
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Easily? Can I
No!
though?
Okay,
So
so
mini game of this.
Which one is
Logic
it?
draw.
You got this.
Time to play
Logic
SSX
dive.
tricky game.
What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper.
Five,
I'm
yeah.
still going
Hell yeah, bro.
That's really fucking wow.
It's all
Okay,
coming
we did
together.
it. 'Cause I didn't
Yay,
think
we
of
did
that.
it.
I
Okay,
didn't
good.
think
So I
Her
thought
body
of
was
this
there, it was just
before
wrapped in
and was
wallpaper
like,
as well.
That's kind of
got it.
abstract.
Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the
crazy.
pillar using the wallpaper.
But wouldn't you have to tape up the wallpaper too?
Hit the pillar.
Yeah,
Was it
by wrapping the
smooth?
wallpaper
I mean,
around
yes,
the
yeah.
pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
And since she knows how to do
insane.
autopsy, she would
So when
know
I
to keep
first
the room
discovered
warm.
Ibuki's body,
Yeah.
Hyoko's body was already
So
there.
it was attached to the random light in a...
How would you ever? You would never predict that, would you? You wouldn't look at that and go, "Wait a minute, I remember that pillar being slightly." I mean, you compare it to the pillar on the left. It is thicker. It's got more girth to it. Fucking hell.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
That's crazy.
Well, that's understandable.
I see what you're
mean,
saying.
it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Of course.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Yeah, looks like.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally
Right,
am
okay,
fits.
so again, if we had found
discovery.
that piece of
So maybe the
paper,
wallpaper
maybe
was covered
it
in
would have
so
been
many
less of a, oh my god,
to make
what?
it look like that pillar.
That's smart.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake.
Crazy.
They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Yeah, right,
The crime
Mikan,
itself would
right?
be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
Okay.
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note,
Really craving a bowl of
it's
cereal.
about time we
But no,
shed some
it's
light on those
Danganronpa 2 time.
imitation
We are
murders.
going to solve this case.
You
lied.
mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my
Oh, no.
masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5
I gave it 2 out of 10 to me.
Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
That's a good point, Monica.
You're
We're gonna
pretty
get
noisy
sued.
for someone who eats mothballs.
Mothballs or moss?
Moss
Okay.
balls.
Well, I think they meant
I just
moth.
enjoy looking at them.
Okay, she said
Right.
moss balls.
Are they
Well,
what
that's
kind of
weird.
balls
Anyway.
does she eat?
Mothballs.
Similarities? It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
Uh-huh.
Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused on that one because I was like, the cutting seems to be more in line with the Tin Man, but I suppose it's supposed to be like the arrows have like pinned the lion to a tree or something, and that's what Hiyoko was supposed to represent with a tape. That makes sense. I just wasn't quite sure on it at first.
Death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the 2 victims in that movie.
Because they like the movies?
Explain that now.
I see.
Killing order.
Yeah.
Oh.
To make us
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing
Right,
order.
it's just another thing
Then
to throw on top of it to confuse you.
Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Yo, I wonder if the nurse got the despair disease and she was there the whole time and she was actually acting completely different, but when she was around me, she was like, sneaky, and rubbing her boobs all over me.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Me and Gundam on the same page.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
Right? I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Why is he so weirdly aggressive?
What did she?
Oh, I see.
Why am I
You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Bigger church?
Drag him.
Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Because of the blood on her shoes.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Don't pay attention to my tiny
Annoying again.
He's being weird.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because
You will not speak to Chiaki like
only
that.
possible if her feet were on the floor.
psychic abilities. It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Now hold on now.
I'm like, yeah, Kazuichi.
Well, she's got freaking bloody shoes.
She was walking. I saw her on tape. Walking.
Blood on the soles.
Tape would state that tape
Blood on the soul.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Blood on
It's got to be that.
Exactly. That's
Blow on the
When
soles.
Hiyoko died,
Or
Ibuki's
the
feet were on the floor.
Or the stepladder, maybe?
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
Yes, I did.
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes, plus.
Maybe that.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah, there we go.
I consent to your argument.
Break.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something.
I'll sign your
That
NDA.
something
Do
was
whatever
blood.
you want to me.
There were faint bloodstains on the
Step
soles
on
of
me,
her
queen.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
I still think it's Mikan.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of
Here
the
he
evil
comes,
eye.
I told her to do it and set it all up.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest
being
still
way too
reeks of
aggressive.
rare
Really?
Hajime
Yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong.
Okay.
What does that
I
even
feel like I
mean?
should be insulted, but I don't
Does
quite
that mean you
follow.
have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Okay.
Show it to me.
You're so
Destroy the
frightened you
world. Show it
can't
to me.
even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
up there like,
fairly
"Hello?"
sane.
The
You're
time
not.
for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Okay.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna hit you with my
God,
sword.
here we go,
Okay,
right.
let's do this.
All right.
Let's do
We
this.
used to have a hand.
Rebuttal showdown. Don't
Yeah.
mess with me, buddy, please.
Right,
She
don't need
loves
to worry
it.
about
Oh,
the
there's
swords
so many
right now.
things.
Oh my
Just for the next face.
God, I'll have to wait
You're
until
saying
we
the
get to
blood
where
on
we need to
Ibuki's
be.
feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yeah, there we go. That's all I needed to do. Oh, that's all I needed to do.
Cut through those words.
The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Right, there was a smudge, wasn't there?
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
You're being so suspicious.
I know.
If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Yeah. Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her
blood
bleeding.
pool on the floor would be suspicious.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Oh, and you would know,
Aside
Mikan.
from
You
Mikan,
would know.
none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it
true.
either.
Are they saying that? Are they trying to get Mikan off the hook already?
So it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's what it seems
That's
like,
right.
doesn't it?
I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Okay, we've
It
established
appears
something.
that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Okay, everyone, everyone,
Let us resume our
Maybe
debate.
you should. Maybe you should.
There's something I want to run by Monokuma.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
And it was useful.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who
So
the
you would
killer
vote
is.
for Ibuki, just like in the
Think
first
about
game.
it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
Very true.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Well, it's settled.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the
That's
murders,
also
right?
true. She wouldn't have been able to
After
leave the
Hajime
venue
saw the
and
hanged
seal it
body,
up.
the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer
Yeah.
had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive.
Whoops! Check the pet. There might be poo. Okay. Shit. Oh fuck. Yeah!
Woo! Clean it up!
Hell yeah!
Just like,
back to the action.
Somebody's gonna die!
Hold on. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be
think you
dead.
could pretend to be dead
She
hanging
waited
from the
until
rafters
Hajime
like that,
left.
though.
That's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked
Yeah,
that.
she could have.
He's going on stretch
If
mode
she was
here.
going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
It's not an easy thing
Her
to set
body
up.
would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Also true.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
Yeah.
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Lay it on me.
What is it,
If
buddy?
Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
What if someone told her to do it?
A setup.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does
Yeah.
that mean Someone forced her to do it?
Maybe.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Ultimate hypnotist.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
Okay, get her back there.
Maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
You said to tell her whatever.
An alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
No, it's not.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
We know you made it.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
Is it 8 a.m.?
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
We're falling for the trap.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Wouldn't that be Sonia's?
All right.
Nice.
Okay, then.
I like it. As of right now.
I think it might
Your
backfire
argument.
on
What are
her.
we gonna do this time?
Oh, so many accounts. I can't remember what these accounts are.
That's a lot of accounts.
Mikan was with us.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I was meditating. Me too.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Well, then you all have weak
So
alibis.
everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's true.
Not an alibi.
It isn't an alibi. No, it's not.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Go.
One of them finally worked.
It's a little bit trial and error, though.
Break.
Not gonna lie.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, Mikan and I both have
we were
alibis.
Here we
together.
go.
You two have alibis?
We were
Up until I
naked.
saw that hanging video.
I mean,
Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together
you didn't need to put it
Don't
like
say that.
Hey, what kind of situation is
Oh,
that?
All
Don't worry about it.
The murder suspect and the murder suspect love each other very much.
Oh,
Don't look
It's not like that.
Oh, it sounds
She
like
just came to tell me Nagato's condition had
Yeah,
improved.
and smothered
And
you
we
with
went
her.
to the hospital
Anyway,
together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
Supported by each other,
That's
so
the
it's
case.
not really an alibi.
The killer must be someone else.
That's what I
still think it's
Better
Mikan,
if
but
we
it
think
could
about
be
it like
could be
that.
I
someone
don't think
else.
so, but
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an
Yeah.
alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Yeah, it would be to the killer.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process.
Right.
Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
This is the
Are you
question,
saying
isn't it? Yeah.
There was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much.
I'm
That's
sure you
how
do.
I feel.
I'm sure.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder
Really?
sequence.
So we're good. Done. Okay, we're back. We're back with the action.
Suddenly got quiet in here.
It is. I'm thinking.
Did I
I'm thinking.
confuse you?
That is
So, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Shut up,
too.
man. This again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do
they
that?
didn't kill two people.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
Yeah, when he's
True,
dead.
that rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Oh my god.
Seriously, just shut up already!
wrong with
Shut
you,
up
Nagito?
forever!
But
Oh,
I'm
he's
thinking
something
about
else,
it
alright,
again,
he-
and
He's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
You can call it content.
About the lion that got killed second.
Yeah.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
They got shot by a bunch of arrows, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Right.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. It's never sat right with me.
But
It doesn't.
Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
There's no like.
Maybe they just used a
puncture
common
wounds or
substitute
anything like that.
because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Were there any arrows in the
Well,
supermarket?
that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
They could have figured out.
But if they never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
Exactly,
I'm
Gundam
saying
style.
Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
That's what I think.
Exactly.
expected
It's about time people got on my page.
Yeah.
Hyoko's murder? Was it planned?
I understand the imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
I think they had a lot of time before everything got started, really. If they really wanted to imitate it, they could have. But I mean, she went over there to the place to check herself, check her kimono because old girl told her to. So she just wrong place, wrong time.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the
Sonya
music
said
We
they
know,
had a
we
mirror.
saw it. We know.
You're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark davers of destruction are getting
I like how that one just sits up there.
They're about to turn into 8 dark davers of destruction.
They could argue that
Music
why
power
was she
somewhere?
over there because I don't know.
Why is Sonya's
Oh.
account not there? Motel room
Wait,
key.
that's
Let's-
not even on the list.
I don't know
Why did Hyoko
We were told why.
go to the music venue?
You'll remember
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I need to know that.
it. I mean,
It sounds like a
Me
joke.
and Sonya
No,
do.
actually, we do know
Maybe
that.
the killer summoned her.
No,
If
no.
that's not it,
Sonya.
maybe she got abducted by the killer.
Nah.
No, maybe.
you know, Sonya.
You know.
She went of her own free will.
You know. You told us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she
Oh
did.
my God, it's
100%.
right.
That makes sense.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Sonya in this trial. Hell yeah, girl. Me and you on the same
Just as
wavelength,
Sonya
Barbadol.
said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
So much easier to say.
No
yeah,
one
Sonya,
called for her,
remember
then
when you
why
told
did
me
she
what you
go?
told me?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a
Right, that
person
was
like
also
that
a
would
thing.
leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Exactly.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious.
Right.
True.
Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Very true.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Connie, yeah, you know it's dumb. Tell me how dumb it is.
Why
Don't do
the
this,
hell
huh?
are you challenging me?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
My first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
What are you talking about?
That's not the issue.
Shut up!
Oh, shit.
Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right
Good
now.
lord.
Please don't punch me.
Fuck,
We're gonna have to sword
you're a
duel.
moron.
No, please
You're a
don't
moron,
punch me.
you're a moron, you're a moron. Why are
Rebuttal
people-
shut down.
A lot of
like a
candles on the
vampire.
floor. You
I
can
know.
Sonya's. It's definitely Sonya's account.
Sonya's account.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right?
Yep.
She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
Yeah, she was weak and small, but she was
that
extremely powerful.
Just-
I would give her a
And
lot of
Hyoko's room was locked.
Yep.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Yep.
Yeah, because it matters.
It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
Yep.
Yes.
The killer was the one who locked the door.
No.
So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
No.
Advance.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering her kimono was all messed up.
Probably shoot.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
Right.
She fought the killer.
No, she didn't.
There we go.
Cut through those words.
There we go. Oh my god.
Herself. We knew what the right answer was, but it was just.
The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Oh, it's very stresses me out so
every time.
Yeah. It's also the reason why she decided to go
Sonya
out on
could
her
speak
own.
up and say this herself, but
Hyoko
no,
seemed
I'll
to
say
be
it
really
for her.
struggling with wearing her kimono.
See, Sonya, if you
I
had just
believe
mentioned
that
this
was one of
earlier,
the
I wouldn't have had to
reasons she
deal with
locked
that
herself
bullshit
in
from
her room.
Akane.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she
At this
use
point,
it.
it's like, Sonya, you could have spoken up
Then
earlier.
The reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah. She went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
Yeah. Duh. I get
Hajime's
it.
best
I
protagonist.
lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes.
Whoa, wait, what?
Do whatever you want to me.
Stop.
Hajime, now's your
This is family
chance.
friendly.
Make her admit defeat. Or better
Boil
yet,
her.
make her do a little something, something.
All right, now it's
Fan
time
service.
to
Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music
Exactly. It
venue.
was not part of the
Though
plan.
that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you
Of course, I was
cretin.
waiting for that.
I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Okay, let's
Let's not threaten the pigs now.
It seems you have quite the fashion sense.
What does that mean?
Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
What?
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
For his sake.
What do you mean, for my sake?
Because
he would kill you.
I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
You're right, Chiaki girl.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Oh shit!
She
It's
was
the engineer
killed,
from
so there
Prometheus.
wouldn't be any loose ends.
I'm planting the
Possibly
black goo
happened
right now.
When the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki, the killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without
Maybe.
hesitation,
This is super stretch.
Can you help me with my kimono?
Killed Hiyoko.
What was the murder
Give
weapon?
us that
Yes.
sharp object on
because the
hand.
killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
Yeah.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do?
Question.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Oh man, we're desperate when we're asking.
He's
for
not.
help.
He's not
How long are
talking.
you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
I knew it.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Oh my god.
So what do you
Get in
think?
your pants.
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
I have
Lay
no
it on me.
idea.
He definitely didn't commit suicide.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree with that one.
What are you talking about?
See, that's what I,
I
still
thought there
think.
might
That's
be a
what I still
possibility
think.
that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
We
So
talked
if she
about that.
faked her
Miracle.
death
Like ages
and
ago.
walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
In fact, there's
You know,
no way she's
we
even
already
dead.
finished
Hi,
talking
Ibuki.
about that a while ago.
Right? I was just about to say, there
Really?
was no new information
That's
there whatsoever.
annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh
Oh, wait,
about
what?
it then.
No, please. I need some awkward silence.
There's no limit to
pretty
how
awkward.
useless you can be.
I think you might be onto something though. I still don't think Ibuki committed
Very
suicide.
strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. then why weren't there any footprints on
the stepladder?
Stepladder?
Yeah.
Stepladder.
It was just
I can prove it with a ladder here. We got the step ladder. It's got blood on it, doesn't it?
I see what you're saying.
The
step ladder to hang herself. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
I don't know if it's just an oversight of the game either, but you can't see any blood on the stepladder when she's climbing it in that scene, and then you can see it in the picture. Maybe it's just because it's so small, but I don't like. They're usually pretty good about details like that, so I don't know.
Huh? There weren't?
No.
No.
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
He means on the like.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
And this is one of the reasons I think Nagito is so interesting, is because he says things sometimes like what you just said, where like, she couldn't have walked around, there'd be bloody footprints. And it's just like, yeah, duh, we already talked about that. But he does it on purpose so someone else can come to the conclusion. He's a stepladder for hope, right? Or stepping stone.
Yeah.
What
Whatever.
are
You don't
talking
even know what my
about?
ultimate is.
You're obviously
The
leading us to
ultimate
this.
foot.
That's why you brought the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Yeah,
Didn't
he's a
you
great
say you
character.
saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Yes, but it was falsified.
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
Yeah.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
No pressure.
Hajime, I leave it in
Wait,
your
what
hands.
are they talking about?
As long as I leave
Was
this
the
to
video
you,
faked?
I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well.
Wait.
You should get started already.
Started on what? Girl, I've been here. What are they talking about? Wait. I never even considered until this moment that something's wrong with it. What's wrong with it? It had to have been live. There's no recording on the tapes. There's no recording on those thingies. Right?
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There's no blood.
Wait, what the hell's
there's no
happening
blood
right
on
now?
the
The hang
stepladder.
video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates this far, I should be able to figure out what's strange.
Talk about the light here.
Spot selection. Okay.
I'm not pushing the stepladder.
The stepladder.
Let's just start clicking on things.
Here. Okay, here we go.
There's
Slide
no
the
blood on
ladder,
here.
because there was blood on it, right?
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
Please do.
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's not my
It's
real
true
ladder.
that the steps of that stepladder
Oh
weren't dirty.
shit, you guys.
But on one side,
They actually do pay
there
attention to
was a
that.
blood
Good.
stain right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
I get you.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was
Which
completely
is one
clean.
heck of a small detail to remember. Again, having
That
only
is
seen the video
truly
once, a few hours
If the
ago.
video showed the
Well
moment
done,
of
Hajime.
Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
I don't know how he remembers this. That's
There's
an
no way the
incredible
video was
memory. I won't
recorded
give you
in
that, Hajime.
advance. If that's the case, the only...
It's possible those two stepladders
There
were
weren't any
completely
stepladders
different.
in the closet.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 step ladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music video.
That's a good
One of the
question.
telling me there are
stepladders
more
was
than
somewhere
one
other than
stepladders in the
music.
world?
What
did
you do? What do you mean?
What did you do?
She's so
Suggesting
nervous. I mean, I know she is
the
anyway, but like...
stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
It's the curtain, right? The curtain.
Oh,
the
it's
black
not
curtain
the
in back,
Hangman's
'cause that was the
Gambit.
hospital.
What?
Filming location.
That's not the only thing that's different. The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different. The filming location is also different.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I mean what I just fucking said.
I mean, the video
freak.
I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed
Interesting.
somewhere else.
Wow, we figured it out
The hospital
finally.
monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera,
Yeah.
you know?
They could have moved the
Then,
camera.
there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
I didn't consider the possibility that it was filmed somewhere else.
Did did you want to do this
There's
one?
no way they were smart. Unless it was Kazuichi, there's no way they were smart enough to increase the signal.
Yay!
Hey,
Thanks for that.
Timmy did it.
Brilliant.
I did
Love
do
that
it.
game.
It's all coming together.
Okay.
Wait, so you get around this wrong.
Slowly, very
John
slowly.
normally does it way better, obviously.
Show me them, buddy. Show me the money.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Very smart. Only the monitor
took
was
it
left
with
in the
them.
music venue?
Yes.
Okay.
At least when I first discovered Ibuki's body.
Right.
But when Hyogo's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
I mean,
He did discover the body.
really.
I
That's a
doubt
bit
his attention
Yeah.
is focused on the camera.
Yeah, and I
That's
certainly
true,
wasn't anticipating that there'd be
In order
a
to
freaking
hide that the
hidden
camera
pillar
was
as
missing,
well.
the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
You know, smash
He
it.
busted it.
The thing the killer did to the main monitor was
They destroyed
Destroyed it.
it.
I see. Destroy us all.
Ha
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
Yeah, so it was hard to tell if there was a camera.
As long as it was
all
in
the bits.
pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
Perfect.
Very
My
clever.
attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
There's no way. There's no way.
And the
you would
moment
know something
Hajime
like
left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And smash that too.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
I think it's Mikan.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Conference room.
Yeah.
Another Hangman's
no.
Long one,
Good
That went better than the last one.
Oh, thank you. That's why they had the black curtain and they put it in
It's like a real game now.
music venue as well.
Look at you
It
go.
was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Yes, it was.
Chiaki would be proud.
Conference room?
Yeah.
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
The curtain.
Yep.
We all know what that work was. Hell yeah. Make
This trial
your
is-
argument.
There's a
Curtain.
lot to it. There is a lot.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's the music venue curtain?
The curtain.
Thank you very much.
Paper
Where is it?
or music
There
venue
you go.
curtain.
Thank you
I
very
think
much.
music venue
Let's do
curtain,
this,
maybe.
baby.
No way at the conference room. And the music venue looked the same.
You would
We got
say
this.
that, wouldn't you?
We got this. Stop
Which
struggling.
place
we
resembled
can.
the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Yes.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Oh.
Because it's weird because they technically tried to make the conference room look like the music venue, but at the same time, they changed the music venue to look like the background of the conference room so that it would match.
Yeah.
So they're both technically correct. I guess we'll say that they made the conference room look like the music venue.
There, thank you. Oh,
I thought I
Okay.
shot
That
that one.
must be it.
Tried to make.
Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss it because of the fucking white noise in the way?
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference
Okay.
room.
I don't like this because really it's the opposite of this, but for this particular point, it is.
Yeah, they had to word it that
'Cause
way.
ultimately they wanted to make the conference room look like the music venue.
Right. But the only way to do that,
was their
to take
intention.
something from
but
the conference
in order to do
room.
that, they had to make the music venue also look like the conference room.
Yeah.
So like backwards, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
That's
did
right.
that by
Still
using the
works.
black
Right,
curtain
okay, it's
hanging
just the way
at
it's
the back of
worded.
the stage.
Tricky.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But
Yeah,
after
so that
the
still
incident,
makes sense. Yeah.
So they did.
it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
Yeah.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
Just like mine.
Well, your face looks stupid.
That's me.
Got
So the
him.
music venue would
Got
look
him.
like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the
Oh,
music
you know what? I
venue
didn't even
stage.
notice that either. But you're right.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
That it does.
Okay.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Something else the killer did to make the music video in the conference room.
It's gotta be that.
It's gotta be that.
Candle?
A candle?
I can prove it with this.
There we go.
I'm trying to cycle
You're
through them
referring
to
to the
let
candle
Kimmy
in the
guess.
music video, right?
Yeah.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
That is very true.
Wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
See,
That
Mikan's
might
trying
have
to
been
justify
another
this a lot.
reason.
I feel like it's her.
The main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
Yep.
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Yep.
What was
That's
that
why the
with
killer
Hung
used
the
a
Robot?
candle as film lighting instead.
Yeah. Which means, are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle
Whoever
that
this
was used
is,
in the video.
this plan is
This
meant
is
to
very
be
smart,
that he
yeah.
made up
With
still.
candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a
But the
dark
bitrate
area.
is shite as well.
Right.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
Like, literally.
The incident isn't happening at the
above
scene
me.
of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before. But isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference
No,
room
I don't
too?
No, she was already dead.
No, that's not
They don't
possible.
carry the body all the way
Right
along.
after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. That
Ibuki
fake
the
must have been...
Ibuki in the
Ibuki
conference
in the
room.
Ibuki in the conference room.
I see.
100%. I knew it was fake. I knew it was fake.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
It was the killer.
Called it. I called it.
It was
I mean, it's pretty
the
obvious.
killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
Yeah, because her
By
hair
that
wasn't
time,
showing.
the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
Yup.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility
Yeah,
thoroughly,
to disguise the fact
then
of
naturally
when
the killer's
the
identity
murder
will
took
reveal
place.
itself.
Okay then.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I have a
Only
pretty
one person
freaking
can
good
be.
idea. Yeah.
That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is.
It has to be Mikan.
So,
We have a minute 50.
Nagito?
No. You want me to say yes or no?
Yeah, that's fine. Akane?
No.
It has to be Mikan. It has to be Mikan. How is she strong enough to do all that?
Sweet.
I don't actually know who the killer is for sure.
I wonder if my theory is actually correct.
You're the only one!
Oh my god!
You're the killer, aren't you?
Why though? Why Ibuki?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Why?
She's the one who
I mean, I still don't think it's her.
You're
Oh,
supposed
maybe you
to
could.
fix people.
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Not at all.
A chick like her as the killer?
She got the
couldn't even
disease.
kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her
I am
first.
shocked at this.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the
I
I don't quite understand how you've done it yourself.
I'm in more dark davas of
For that video,
disbelief.
we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
Yes, you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence? At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room.
Oh boy, okay.
You actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming.
There were 2 bags.
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
It just so happened that Ibuki did hang herself.
Straight ass, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I was so close to getting her panties.
I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
True.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that,
no one would have passed by
the others
us.
in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must
Congrats, you played yourself.
Just wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Yes.
That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible.
Well,
can't you give a better defense than that?
Was it an accident?
You can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
I'm 96.420% sure.
Not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer? What?
Yes,
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
You understand it, guys? She's played us. She's played all of us, each and every single one of us. You're all defending her. You're all putting your asses on the line to defend this harlot. No wonder she kept trying to sleep with me in the bed. She was creating an alibi and using me. Been used. And I'm
That's not what I
A
would say.
low-witted remark is not necessary. That's
I've
been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation.
Elaine on thick. Stop it. You're pissing
I
me
mean,
off.
that's all you've shown us so far.
Trying to make us feel sorry for you.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
Oh, don't cry.
Cameraman? Carl? Sorry.
The crane's malfunctioning.
Cut!
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
I do.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
You gotta actually give me some evidence.
Don't pull this card
Everyone's
out.
ganging up on me.
Not in the way I was hoping for.
Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this?
I don't know.
Yes.
She is. She totally is.
Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this.
Okay.
I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time
Shut
like
up
this.
and just tell me.
Out with it, please.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning.
Going with this.
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Nagi, you'll kill me, brother. Are you serious?
JFK did 9/11.
Everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Don't say such controversial statements.
Controversial statements.
What do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look. shall we?
Not quite sure where he's going with
Regarding
this.
the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
Alright.
Okay.
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope.
Right.
And the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
She wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Yeah,
The
I was
center
saying,
of the
I
rope
did
is
think
frayed
it's
because
probably
that's the part
strangulation.
they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
He even mentioned it earlier, too.
What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
No, we're gonna touch on that.
This rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
You're a pain in the
Just
ass,
like
man.
this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Okay.
But more importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
This face, just like that,
How
eh?
is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
What's he talking
Make
about?
your
Used for
argument.
hanging.
I'm
What?
trying to think.
Yeah.
What is for hanging?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Yeah, I get that.
Died from
She died
She was
strangulation.
strangled to death.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
That's basically the same thing.
No, it's
really?
not.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Yeah, cause Mikon
Scars?
You mean the rope burn, right? Doing an
Yes.
We
autopsy should
believed
know.
it was from a hanging.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Oh,
Did we
because
fall for
Mika-
someone's lie?
Yeah.
Mikan told us. Mikan told us.
That's the only one it is.
Because we fell for
we did.
Mikan's life. and
Yeah.
some
Fell
hanging.
for a Mikan's
Falls
lie.
for a lie, which I
Yeah.
thought was pretty obvious anyway.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Yep.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by
Because you're the
looking.
ultimate nurse.
You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
The ultimate bullshitter.
Please wait! First
The
of
ultimate
all,
strangler.
I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
Well, maybe
And yet you
not.
could do an
That's
autopsy.
why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
I mean,
were
in normal
right.
circumstances, yeah, but you've been
And
performing
you have
autopsies.
been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Damn.
I'm not
that
taking
true?
her side
I
or
mean, I
anything,
assume so.
but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess.
I'm not buying
I'm
it.
so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told
that's
her.
it.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
Yep.
That's true.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
Well,
That's
no,
a
probably
little-
not.
Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a
This
killer.
is not going
you
to go
know.
over well.
You got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Wow, not
Okay, that's
Can't
cool.
forgive
I like
this
that.
crime at all.
Probably because he wanted in on it. That's why, right?
Ooh.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Alright.
I see.
He's just tired of it all.
You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess.
No, go full pedal to metal.
But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
I would actually like to see that too.
I'm really not the killer.
I don't believe you.
There's no way. I am capable of killing someone.
Which means if you had the despair disease, you would be capable.
Is that really true?
Oh, Hajime. You can go for it, eh?
Stop it already! That's enough!
Shut
I
up.
can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this.
This is tough.
But I need to do this.
Otherwise, we're all fucked.
You doubt your
No, I'm
friends?
trying to save
yeah.
your
That's
lot.
not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
That's true as well.
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Ace Attorney taught us this.
If there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
That's right. Chuck, you're
Don't
absolutely
say
right.
deep stuff. I don't really
Oh,
get
Kane, I feel you on that
If
one.
you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
And if we didn't doubt that she was the killer, that would be the end of it.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you
Is this
can
when
say?
Mikan turns
So
into
it's
a psychopath?
Ah,
What?
So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Justifying
No.
your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault.
What's happening?
Everyone always treats me like that. Always.
Is this all an act? This crying?
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Oh boy.
Whoa, okay.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's
Uh-oh.
not fair. 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 Not fair.
Whoa, my god, she's blown a gasket.
You'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
You killed someone. You
Is
killed
acting
two
like
people.
this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying.
I love Nagito in this case. I'm sorry.
Run out
but
of
like,
ideas.
I felt that.
How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still,
Right.
the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Hell yeah, girl.
Yeah. Couldn't have worded
Hey,
it better
Mikan.
myself. I really couldn't have.
Can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Yeah, who else could it have possibly been?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
That's not an answer.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Do we?
Quite a lot, yeah.
Oh my god, she's flip-flopping back and forth, so I'm getting
it's a lot of,
emotional
I guess,
whiplash.
circumstantial evidence, but
You're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
You be quiet.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally
Yeah,
unstable.
good as reason to. We're about to kill her.
I'm not the killer. That video. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find a hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
shit.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Tired.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof?
I'll find it, girl.
Please, forgive me already!
Just give us some proof that it's not you.
Just tell her you'll
Yeah.
forgive her when she tells you the truth. She is giving me an actual.
Yeah, that'd be easy, wouldn't it?
Blood on the soles, rope used for
boy.
hanging.
Just tell her she's wrong.
AC,
and so,
Mikan's
yeah,
dark
her
flush.
account.
See what she says.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you
That's true.
who could have filmed that video.
Yeah.
I mean, I can. I just did.
Do you have any proof?
What is this?
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Whoa.
Hair
Is
is
the
though.
hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
No.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Okay, oh
No.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
The hair. The hair?
You could tell her body type under the hospital
I'm not
gown?
sure if that's enough.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Oh.
Just from that dim candlelight?
Oh, God.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
Candlelight one seems suspicious.
Please forgive me already!
I had so many things to get rid of.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
I'm trying.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Mistake. Maybe that's what
Okay.
I need to do.
What's the killer's
Yeah,
mistake?
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just
I
from
think
that
that camera
video?
angle's the one.
Camera
Just from
angles
that
coming up.
camera angle?
There we go.
There it
I'll
is.
shoot through that contradiction.
I was guessing what
Great.
happened with the camera
Got it,
angle. That was so
Mika,
specific that I was wondering.
You've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Oh, how would you even...
What's wrong with that?
I totally missed it.
Never said anything about the camera angle.
So I was right. I just.
She
She
thought
made
about
her
the
own
camera
mistake.
angle. That's why.
Anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself.
That's a clever way to think.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen
Because she was in the
is
video.
because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole.
You did play Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Done. She's gone.
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
She's of course gonna deny it.
Forgive me!
Huh? 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 Huh?
What?
Huh? Huh?
What the fuck?
She's going
How come
completely loco
everyone
right
who
now?
gets
She's
like,
completely
found
loco.
out just goes nuts?
That's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Okay.
What is?
Possible.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
Hey, you're creepy.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much
Yeah,
about
right.
that video?
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
You are so guilty,
More
Mika.
importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yes, we know.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Yeah, but there was one that you got for free,
So
wasn't
don't
there?
you think it's impossible?
No.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly
Not
obvious
impossible
that
at all.
that's impossible.
No.
Don't you think?
No, I don't.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
No. Very desperate.
Yeah,
Not
same.
gonna lie.
Stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Or until you die.
Explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited
Two of them.
item!
No, it's not.
Calm down.
That's why that crime is impossible for
But
anyone.
what about
to pull
the
off.
extra bag? How are we gonna prove
check.
that?
Has she lost it for good?
I think she
might.
Yes. Forgive me? You'll forgive me.
I like the upside down camera.
Right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Oh, brother.
Nope.
Mikan, I wish I had known you better.
I'm going to need it.
There we go.
There's only one bag.
Okay.
It's impossible to
See,
use
it's a bonus prize.
Get a bonus prize.
This is the end.
There we go.
We did it. We did it first try.
Get lost.
Okay.
Get lost.
Break.
I can't believe I used to like her.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Bone on the knee. It's coming
Whoever
back.
bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me?
Because you killed our friends. Why did you do it?
Seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just hurt
I am
everyone.
going to
People.
Innocent people that
already
didn't
over.
know what was going on. You're a horrible, horrible
After I
woman.
go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Yeah.
What?
That was a nice line.
Oh, yeah.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Let's do this.
Here's everything that
Key
happened.
to
That
this
was fast.
instance is the surveillance camera video that only I saw.
I'll take
This
it.
one's
That's
getting really
why
difficult.
I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
Okay,
Let's do it.
go for it. Go for it,
When I
Hajime.
went to the hospital with Mikan, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
Right.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment.
Right.
That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap.
Yeah, I love these
In
recaps.
truth, that video was recorded
How
in a
did she
different
make
place.
the freaking-
The killer brought the
Very
music venue
clever.
camera the night
Very,
before
very
and made
clever.
the preparations.
She
in
should make it
advance.
turn off by herself.
Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Dude, this was so smart.
Yeah,
By
she was
doing
clever,
so,
not gonna
they
lie.
tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, this is so much.
Slam!
This one was really crazy.
Dun dun!
Oh my
I
god,
didn't know
stop.
that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head.
The art's
Seeing
really
the body
good in these
before me,
comics.
I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
Yep.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars,
Stop.
revealing Kyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside.
Poor Hyoko.
Yep.
It's just wrong place, wrong time.
Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room.
Yep.
Oh boy.
After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene.
Snap! Clatter, clatter.
In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside.
Did kind of get me on that one, not gonna
In
lie.
actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be
Also
forced
probably
open.
turned up the heat to make the autopsy impossible.
With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me.
Mm-hmm.
They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Crazy.
Oh, Mikan,
No,
no.
crazy girl. You've broken my heart.
She looks so big there.
Why did you do it?
That's gonna be it, right?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time.
Since what?
What?
This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you.
What is wrong with
this
you?
feeling of despair.
What?
Mikon,
Oh yeah, that despair, girl.
what has happened to
She's
you?
pulling a Junko.
Whoa there!
What?
Before that, a moment of your time.
What?
She's talking about despair.
What?
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
I kind of want to ask her why she did
Now
it, though.
then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who
we
will
go.
be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the
No,
dreadfully
don't vote. I want to find out why she was talking about
Let's
despair
I
like
think
that.
you got this one in the bag.
I had hoped that maybe it
That's
wasn't
gonna
her.
be the girl
Maybe it
from
was
the first game. Has to be the girl from the first game. This is it's all linked to the first game.
We
It's
have
the
it
same
down.
people. Are they the same people as the
You're
first
gonna
game?
be making her
somehow?
voice a lot in
This
about a
is nuts.
second.
This
So.
Called it.
Why though?
Called it right from the beginning.
And
I didn't know the
Alright.
details, but I thought she
they're
did
already
it.
standing.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Sort through. Now then, though it may be obvious this correct, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Samiki.
Damn it. You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed him? Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill him from the start while you were nursing him?
Dude, don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
Oh no,
She's gone.
not gonna tell us the
This chick.
She's nothing like Pekka. She's actually gone mental.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this
I didn't
case.
even think about that.
What a
Mikon
dumb
2, you say?
reason.
I know, because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all.
Yeah.
My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Hajime, has something crossed your mind?
Yeah, something's fucking crossed my mind.
Oh
All
yeah.
over
Yeah,
him.
this too.
She had that
My
despair
body's heavy.
disease. She was giving me that sweet
No,
love.
it's just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really
Do you
hot.
have to see that again?
That's right. Mikon felt really hot at the time.
Fever.
Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot
Okay,
be
well, I
because
definitely
of
wouldn't
that
have
disease.
picked up on that.
Mikon was.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
I feel really bad for her now, man.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's been infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair.
So it is linked back to the first game. It is.
That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair.
That's your
Instead
reason.
of for the sake
not the
of
reason
hope.
that she's not even in control of
There's no
herself.
way I can
It's
forgive
completely
that.
unfair.
Oh, for the sake of despair. That's completely wrong.
Wrong. Wrong. What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Her beloved.
What?
Huh?
Who are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, he'd be so happy.
Who's they?
I know.
Is she talking about one
It
of
is
us?
linking back to the first game.
What
The
are you
mastermind
talking
got killed right at the end, so they're doing it for them.
was the only one.
You had to cut my bangs.
That's right. The only one who
She's crying,
never hated
slobbering, her nose is running. What kind of, I mean, it's just leaking everywhere.
None of us here
They
hate
forgave
you.
me and accepted me.
Okay.
They gave me value.
That's nice. Everyone should have
loved
someone
me.
like that in their lives.
I loved them with all my heart,
I'm happy
and
for
they
you, Mika.
returned it in full. This is
Value's
my
not worth what other people
reciprocation.
think of you. This is awful.
Who's she talking about?
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's
what
love.
love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love?
Ooh,
Is it
that's
because
a bit
you're
mean,
also
isn't it?
someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Wow, now you
Actually,
direct.
will never love you, you know.
That touching nerve,
Even
Nagito.
if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything.
Yeah. Also apparently causes a lot of perspiration.
Within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. You just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this
It
is...
seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair,
You were half right. It's right to say this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
remember?
Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this even before you came to this island?
Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships.
I'm a little bit lost
so
right
it's
now.
everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see.
Even if a lot of things happen to
Even so,
you,
the current
it's still
me
your
was most
responsibility to
strongly
be a good
influenced by
person.
My beloved's existence.
You gotta try.
It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me.
I do feel so sorry
That's
for
the
her,
key
though.
difference between
She's
all
obviously
of
had
you
shit
and my
life.
beloved.
Like I said,
with me.
what the fuck are you talking about?
His name's Steve.
Yeah.
You don't know. He's from another school. He's in Canada.
Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real
I'm getting scared.
Mikan?
I'm getting really
Mikan,
scared.
please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this, all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way. The person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? And to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that world end organization.
Oh, God.
It's about that world end organization that you all were worried about.
You know?
Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. Now that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future? That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
What does it mean?
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. But it's simply they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
Oh.
This is
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know.
Part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation, brought us to this island. Isn't that right, mon ami?
One of them is awake and pooping.
I knew it. Not about the pooping, about the Monami, Monokuma. They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
I mean, our members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Oh God, I didn't
Don't
need that.
laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that.
Let's see. The future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Execution time.
Oh, well,
wait,
no one really cares about that, don't you think?
No, I do care. You've got to fucking tell me.
You'll find out eventually. There's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh, I don't know anything.
Huh?
Fucking
I have
lying.
a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is... Is this really you?
I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Past?
That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. Oh, it doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
That's...
Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building
In a lot of
person,
ways, that is
don't
true.
you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey, I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
I think we can pretty much say with 100% certainty our memories have been fucked with. Just maybe some more than others, or maybe there's many things that each of us have forgotten about ourselves. I mean, we don't even know what ultimate we are, so...
Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time?
Damn it. Why? Mikon, why did it have to end like this? This is too pointless.
She's excited
Tell us
about
the
it.
information before you get...
Now then, I
Moided,
prepared a
please.
very special punishment.
So it's over.
Mikon.
It's really...
Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
Talking about,
I
like,
can finally
Who are
see
you
them.
talking about?
Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Mikon, I forgive you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Say who are beloved?
I can't wait to watch it,
Something
but I
interpretation.
there's so many answers I've forgotten from this.
I'm just really angry, damn it.
Punishment
Time to figure this
time.
out.
Game over. Mikon has
She
been
gets stabbed by
found
1,000 needles.
Guilty.
Time for the punishment.
I honestly can't believe this.
Oh,
This is
dear.
ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
She's laying
Yep,
in the
hospital bed, check.
hospital.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hey, Nurse
Dr.
Monokuma.
Kilgood,
Oh,
check.
dear.
I told you it was
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye,
ouchies.
ouchies.
Bye-bye,
Lethal
ouchies.
injection?
She probably won't mind that. Doesn't she like
Oh
needles?
boy.
Okay.
Wait, what? What's happening?
What in the
Whoa.
world?
What the hell?
What is happening?
Oh my god.
What
Oh
is
my.
going on?
Oh.
What is
I
this?
don't know.
What feeling am I
is
feeling right
happening?
now?
She seems to really like it. What's happening?
Whoa.
She's on a...
Whoa!
It's a rocket punch.
She's gonna get fisted. Oh boy.
Ooh, that booty though.
Oh wow. Okay. Fan service moment.
Why that
Oh,
pose?
Yeah,
hey,
that's
she's going to
She's
space.
going to space.
Where's?
What the fuck? Weird.
Bye bye,
Oh.
ouchies indeed. See you
Not
later,
coming
girl.
up.
You're going to space. I'm not sad to see you go. I'm angry. I'm really angry. I'm confused. I'm lost. And I just don't know what's going on.
All
That it? They just
That's
shot
the
her into
most
space.
Japanese shit I've
Wait a
ever
minute.
seen.
Okay, you guys are gonna definitely have
Not
to
my
explain
favorite
that
part.
to me.
That
one's
Didn't actually show her dying.
Alright.
though.
No, it's
Interesting.
That was a kind of a lame
I
death,
think he was
wasn't
gonna
it?
stab her a lot with the needle.
The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoko
Yeah, so we
Sayanji
never
was
learned a motive,
Mikon
really.
Sumiki.
I mean, maybe she got
Other
launched into
than
space.
she
I don't
obviously
know.
remembered something.
That was
She's
kind of
been
I'm
weird.
really confused.
executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease.
I think a few people do have issues with that trial, and I can understand why, because it doesn't feel as satisfying to get it over and done with. I feel like there's too many hanging threads still. You know what I mean? Like what they didn't even really go into like how Hyoko was killed, I mean, we can kind of guess. I mean, I said that maybe she had a scalpel or something because she's a nurse. But yeah, I think that's probably my least favorite so far, even though I do think the plan itself, what we did know of it, was kind of genius. Like, really out there, you know what I mean? And yet, kind of realistic at the same time. So, I don't know. Anyway, Mikan's gone, and we're left with, again, more questions than answers.
So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? I don't fucking know.
Doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that, just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
Terrible to say about her now.
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, the disease turned her into that. If she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on. Let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
How do we do that?
Wait, that is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time. But even so...
Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on, or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings.
We didn't really see her die.
That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
Would have been so much easier if she was a traitor too.
Too bad, that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor is still alive as proof. See how fine Monami looks right now.
I'm not fine at all.
But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation.
Oh.
So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Monami.
Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm tired. The drama just keeps going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean. I didn't have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Your right eye is made out of black beans? Hey! Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey! Isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups, but life was full of downs. Wouldn't it get boring? So in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over. Whoa! Woo! Not yelling him. To the First Islands Beach, an old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend?
Could it be? Nekomaru? Oh, I hope so, Akane. Hey! It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all?
Safe? How should I say this?
I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece.
What condition is he actually going to be
Awesome.
in? I'm worried now.
We're starting to see the light of hope.
The light of hope?
I hope he's alright.
Nekomaru is returning to us, but I...
So just
Three
as
of our
I
friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy.
Miss Sonia.
However, even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us will do the same if they still lived.
Gundam, you're absolutely
Hey, Supreme
right.
Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence, I shall crush you into dust. That's more like it. That's more classic Gundam.
Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us.
You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right? Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died.
Something's not gonna be right. He's gonna be like,
Oh, Connie's
She's got
actually
despair
so
disease
crying.
again. It's back.
What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of the disease? I don't get it at all.
Just
happy.
All right then, let's go.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go, my man.
Let's
Let us
go.
go.
Oh, I can't
Mom's coming
wait.
back.
Please let him be okay.
We heard that. We were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Oh,
Like one of the
Neko, what have
monsters
they
or
done to
Goddamn
you?
Terminator. Oh, man.
As soon as we
He's
entered
not
the
gonna be
elevator,
normal.
we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island.
Let's haul ass.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Yeah, man.
That voice.
Oh,
why does it
no.
look like Arthur?
Yo! I've kept you waiting.
Everyone's like,
hey, what's
what?
going on? Perhaps you don't remember my
so
face
scared.
since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's
Look
too
at everyone's
much.
faces.
Sounds like him.
I mean, he
Sounds
seems in good spirits.
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on?
Yeah, what's
if you're
going on?
messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
I haven't had a chance to check mirror yet.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
What about it?
This is nothing.
Do you mean his
What?
body? What?
Oh, holy shit.
I fucking called it!
Yeah, he is a robot.
I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
Okay, but that's
He's got his eyebrows at least.
this ain't disrespectful at all.
Face.
Oh, calm down, son. This is cool.
He's been turned
That
into
is
a
classic
robot.
art right there.
As if this game
What
couldn't
the
get any
fuck?
fucking crazier.
So he's a robot now?
9 days,
way.
14 hours, 34 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Maru.
9 days left.
9
Holy
days left.
shit.
That's not
Only
good.
9 days
Baby.
left.
Traitor is going to reveal themselves in the
Just
world end
holy shit.
or whatever
Chapter
they're called,
3
future
ended.
society.
Chapter
Trapped by the
3.
ocean.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway, chapter 3 ended, trapped by the ocean, 12
Surviving
remaining.
students.
That's been dropped down quite a bit,
Like,
baby.
oh, we
We've
lost
got
a lot.
nine left.
We lost
Yeah, it is.
a lot.
Lost a chunk of students right there, didn't we?
Continued.